Disclaimer. The voices and images in this video are made with AI technology and do not represent their real-life counterparts or affiliations. They're for parody and entertainment use only and shouldn't be taken seriously as such. Viewer discretion is advised.
Trumdal, who is unconscious but stable, is carried away on a cart, heading towards his new home that is more than likely a grimy jail cell for the next couple days after triumphantly defeating the assailants that attacked him while being charged for property damage soon after. Thus, our focus shifts once more, moving away from the alleyway battle to a different area in Prosper. We return to the market street filled with various stalls and vendors all closing up shop for the day as fewer people move about, making the once congested roads much more calm and easy to navigate through. There, we follow a tall figure with a long gray beard, wearing a robe and hood, moving their way through the crowd, looking at all the stalls beginning to close. While walking by, they spot a stall with fruits for sale, but the vendors has their back turned to the street. Swiftly, they walk by and grab an apple, quickly hiding it within their robe just as the old man turns back around to see that his product was stolen and starts to yell this frantic gibberish over the missing fruit, unaware of who is responsible for the thievery. The robed individual finds an intersection in the road and turns into an alleyway, moving further and further into the less reputable parts of Prosper till they come to a secluded area, littered with crates and trash seemingly forgotten, but providing a little respite for those looking to hide themselves away from prying eyes. Biden, can you please describe your character?
Absolutely, Kim Possible. I look around my surroundings, checking to make sure I was not followed by anyone. Once I'm satisfied, I remove the hood I'm wearing, revealing my head to the open air. My face is covered in these jagged, dull white scales, and my horns twist out behind me as my beard flows softly in the light breeze. I remove the cloth wrapped around my hands, which reveal sharp claws, and I stand at my full height, exposing my bipedal lizard legs and tail I've kept tucked away in my robes. My name is Byrix Jogal. My ancestry is lizard folk, and my heritage is draconic scion, which stems from the white dragon lineage. As for my class, I am a witch, which is basically a different flavor of the warlock class from 5th edition. My character's attire is made of a patchworked robe that has seen better days and a burlap sack that's on the verge of tearing apart, holding all of my valuables inside. That's all, Kimmy boy.
So, Byrix, what do you do?
Well, I'm going to find a secluded area with plenty of cover, double-checking my surroundings before I take a rest.
Byrix, you take extra precautions to ensure that your spot is well hidden from prying eyes. After you're satisfied, you nestle in behind some crates as a sigh of relief escapes your lungs.
Once I'm settled in, I'm going to sit down and pull out the ring I have tucked away in my bag, and I'm going to put it on my finger. I'm then going to whisper into the ring, "Hey guy, wake up, the coast is clear. I got a little food for the both of us."
At the mention of food, the ring starts to hum with a faint white aura. It rattles slightly as the magic inside awakens. As small streams of white mist seep out of the ring, the mist grows bigger and bigger, changing its form to a more humanoid shape. You see the silhouette of arms stretch out and a low groan emanates from the cloud of mist till its form finalizes, which becomes a man bedazzled with jewelry and its lower body being an icy mist that connects to the ring. The groan turns into that of a yawn after being awakened from slumber. Byrix, this is Guy, your magical traveling djinn companion.
Oh man, what day is it? Feels like I've been asleep for weeks.
I'm not sure, to be honest, little buddy. We've been traveling for quite a while now, but I think we're in the clear. I doubt anyone would travel this far out to look for us. Are you doing all right? You look a little smaller than I remember.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just a little sluggish is all. My magic is running a little low, and this form is all I can conjure up for now.
Oh, right, that reminds me. Here you go, little buddy. Kim, I'll hand Guy half of the apple.
Food! Oh man, I'm starving!
You hand Guy half of the apple and he eagerly scarfs down the red fruit. As he eats, you can see that the ring he is attached to starts to glow ever so faintly. While eating, he begins to say,
Ah man, thanks Byrix. This apple is friggin' dynamite. Hey, but where are we anyway? Gods, I've been stuck in the frozen tundra for so long I barely recognize any of these structures around us.
I have no idea, little buddy. Frankly, I'm just as confused as you are. Everything is so Complex. Completely different from what I'm used to. I'm not complaining, though. Better than being a slave.
You got that right, compadre. I'd rather be free and confused than chained up again.
As Guy quickly finishes the apple, you can see that his form seems more solid now, and he has a faint aura around him. He speaks again and says,
Oh man, that was good. I feel like I've regained a little of my magical mojo.
as he says he's fine. You see Guy's entire body jolts like static, and he lets out a painful yelp.
Ah, son of a bitch.
Buddy, are you all right?
Oof, oh damn. I'm fine. Just give me a moment to compose myself.
Okay, just take it easy, buddy. I got you.
Phew, that was intense. Anyways, Big B, what's the plan now? You think this is a good place to set up shop or something? Maybe lay low for a while?
Byrix, give me either a perception or a society roll. I'll let you decide which one to choose.
Oh, okay. I'll roll perception since it's higher. 19 on the dice, so 23 in total.
After scouting around the city in your disguised form, you've noticed that there's a lot of different races of people that live here in relative harmony. You'd guess you wouldn't stand out too much if you were in public.
From what I've scouted so far, I think we'll be fine if I have a light disguise on, so long as we stay out of sight, of course. I'm not sure what we can do about food or shelter right now, but I'm sure we can figure it out.
Well, if I can give a suggestion for our next plan of action, I suggest we start restoring my mana if we can. No offense to your abilities in thievery, but we're going to need my power restored if you want to be able to use magic in the case of unforeseen complications.
I'd love to, trust me, but I don't really see how we can feasibly do that in our current situation. Heck, I'm not even sure what these people are saying.
Wait, time out. Joey, my boy, does your character not speak common?
Yeah, that's right. I can only speak Ixuri, Jotun, and a little Draconic.
Why would you purposefully handicap yourself like this, Joey?
Well, when I was creating my backstory, I thought it would be a cool plot point to not have my OC speak or read Common due to his upbringing from his childhood. I won't get into too much detail, but I thought it would make my character feel authentic to the story.
Honestly, I don't see anything wrong with this design. It's a very creative character choice that adds depth to the role-playing aspect of our Pathfinder game that I think is very interesting.
Wow, thanks, man. I really appreciate that.
No problem, buddy. You can barely formulate a sentence in real life, and you got the complexion of an iguana, so it should be very easy for you to roleplay as an illiterate lizard person.
Wow, fuck you, Donald. Who told you anyway?
Wait, what?
Well, huh?
What? You can't speak Common?
Yeah, I thought you knew. You've been speaking to me in Ixuri the entire time.
To you, maybe, but I'm an extra-planar magical being with the capacity to magically translate everything I hear and say.
Could you do that for me?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, what can you do then? I don't know how long it'll take me to learn Common. Actually, Kim, can I do a roll to see how long it'll take me to learn Common?
Sure, why not? Roll me just a straight intelligence check.
Oof, that's a 2 plus my modifiers, making it a total of 8.
Byrix, while you are intelligent, you have no idea how long it would take you to understand a new language in your current situations.
Dang, that puts a little damper on my mood. Hey, Guy, do you have any ideas?
Guy ponders at your question, squinting his eyes and folding his arms in deep concentration. For a moment, it's just silence, but then Guy pops up and exclaims,
Aha! I think it's got an idea that'll solve both our current problems.
Well, spill the beans, Magic Man. What do you have in mind?
So check it. I'm not supposed to tell anyone this, but seeing as how we're going to be traveling buddies for a while, I should tell you straight up. First, you got to promise me you won't tell anyone what I'm about to say.
Yeah, no problem. I don't have any friends to tell secrets to anyway, so it'll be easy.
Byrix, I'm serious. What I'm about to tell you could get you killed if you blab about it. Swear to me that you won't tell anyone you don't completely trust, okay?
All right. I swear to you, I won't tell a soul unless I have complete faith in them. Sound good?
Hey, good enough for me. So check it. I'm not really a djinn per se. What I really am is an ice elemental genie.
Oh, cool. Why does that matter?
To spare you the details, I'm essentially an extra-planar being that has the capacity to grant wishes to mortals. Unfortunately, I'm low on magical power, so I can't make any wishes right now, but all we gotta do is feed me enough magical energy, and you can wish to understand Common. It's that easy.
Oh, gee, Mr. Gene Chrysler, I don't think I have enough coin to purchase any magical weapons for you to consume.
What? No, it's got to be edible. I'm not going to gulp down a saber like one of those sword-swallowing street performers. What I'm talking about is something more akin to alchemy.
Oh, okay, that sounds good. I can probably find a metal bucket or something to boil stuff in and start a small fire.
No, Byrix. No, see, that won't be necessary. Just hold out your hand for me.
Well, sure, Mr. Gallinal here. I'm going to stick my hand out to my little genie friend, Kim.
Byrix, you hold out your hand towards Guy, and he begins to wave his arms around in intricate moves while chanting in a language you don't understand. Arcane runes begin to appear in the air, swirling around him as his voice deepens further. The magic around him builds and builds until he stops abruptly and gives a simple snap of his fingers in quite the anticlimactic tone. For a brief moment, nothing happens. Then you, Byrix, begin to feel this cold emanating from your hand. It is a cold unlike anything you've experienced before. A sensation of frost so intense it burns as you feel it move around the palm of your hand.
Ah, my favorite hand.
Oh, relax, you big baby. Look.
As quickly as the burning feeling came, the pain dissipates from your hand as if nothing ever happened. Then, you look at your hand to see the strangest looking image etched into your palm. It's a tattoo of what appears to be a cylinder with small arms and legs, with what looks like a lever or hand crank on top of it.
Oh my. I didn't know I'd be getting some fresh gang tats, my homie G.
What? No, that ain't no damn gang tattoo.
Then, what is it?
Why don't you find out for yourself? All you need to do is focus on a certain spot, then snap your fingers.
All right, Kim, I'll do what Guy instructed.
Byrix, you do as Guy instructed. Focusing on a spot on the cobblestone, you lift your tatted hand and give a snap. With a loud poof, a cloud of icy mist erupts from the ground, enveloping the area you had your attention on. Slowly and dramatically, the mist dissipates, revealing an oddly shaped container with a hand crank on top.
Woohoo! I learned the summon bucket spell.
Hold on, give it a couple of seconds.
The mysterious bucket begins to shake, and it suddenly sprouts 2 arms and a pair of legs that are comically smaller than its main body. It then gets up from the ground and walks up to you, Byrix, seemingly looking up at you before giving you a gentle wave, gesturing a hello to you.
Byrix, say hello to your familiar.
Oh wow, what an adorable little bucket golem.
Yep, all part of our magical pact, my scaly cohort. Technically, you were supposed to have received a familiar when you and I met, but we never finished our pact. Better late than never.
Hey Kim, out of game, but what is a familiar?
Oh my God, Joey, did you not read your character sheet?
Sorry, Barry, I did, but that was like almost a year ago, so I don't remember. Guess you could say I'm trying to get familiar with the game again.
Boo, bad joke.
That was an awful pun, Joseph.
On God, that was painful to hear.
I have a gun, Joey, don't tempt me.
Oof, sorry, geez, guys. Talk about a tough crowd.
To answer your question, a familiar is a magically bonded creature that's tied to your magic and can be used to enhance your magical abilities. In your case, Joseph, a witch's familiar has more abilities than a normal familiar, especially when using your hex spells. Look over your sheet for more information or just ask when it becomes relevant.
Sounds Gucci, Kim. Gosh, I'm so excited now. It's like I have a Pokemon except my skin is the Pokeball. Hooray!
No problem, Joey. As Guy was saying.
Right, so this little guy is your familiar. He's going to be the catalyst for connecting my magic to you, giving you access to the spells I know. Of course, you can't use all the spells because I'm pretty sure they'd kill you. So I'm limiting what you can use until you get stronger. Deepen the bond with your familiar, and you can cast more tubular magic home slice. For now, this little guy here is going to help us with our little alchemy project.
Okay, sounds easy enough. By the way, what is this little guy's name?
Oh, that's for you to decide, Brosiah. For as long as our pact stands, he will be your companion.
I've always wanted a friend, but I'm not sure what to name you right now, little guy, so I'll just call you Buck until I come up with a better name. Hey, guy, what's this thing on the top of Bucket's head anyway?
Oh, don't worry about that. It's a surprise for later. First things first, we are going to need to grab some stuff, which was...
You see Guy pacing back and forth, trying to recall something within his mind. Unfortunately, no matter how much he thinks, his memories are clouded and he grumbles in frustration.
Gah! It's been so long that I've forgotten the exact ingredients. Damn this infernal ring and its luxurious confines.
What do you remember, Guy? I may not be knowledgeable about the wonders of modern living, but I'm confident in my ability to recognize ingredients. Just give me a description and we can go from there.
All right, from what I can remember, we need 4 items. First one is something that looks like a big bean with a strong, rich aroma. Next, we need to find a shiny oil that's kept in a vinegar bottle. It's supposed to enhance or cleanse whatever you mix it in, so we definitely need that. Third, be on the lookout for an item that looks like blue salt that's cold to the touch. Hey, and lastly, the only ingredient I know we'll need is pure gold. Once we have all of that, it's a straight shot to Flavortown.
Jumping Gelugons, that is quite the shopping list you got. You sure we'll be able to find this stuff?
I'm sure of it. A place like this with ships bringing things in and out, I'm sure we'll find what we're looking for.
All right, Mr. Guyman, I'm with you. Oh boy, this will be quite the scavenger hunt. You know, I gotta say, this reminds me of the times I used to play these kinds of games with the other hatchlings in my tribe. We were usually tasked with seeking out whatever items the forager would hide in the frozen tundra, and the first to find them would be deemed the scavenger king and would then be entitled to the spoils. Coincidentally, the items that were used in the scavenger hunt games were the portions of food I had received from my parents for the day. And unfortunately, I wasn't very good and would often lose to my competitive friend, Grumbly Gosk, who was always hungry, which in turn made his stomach bellow angrily out to the gods above, hence the nickname. With his anger unchecked, he would usually exact that anger onto me, but it's fine cause he's my friend. Even if I was the only one who ever stated that fact, but it was true nonetheless.
My gods, Byrix, did this happen all the time?
Yep, I would usually go hungry every other day until I got better at the game.
Did you, get better at the game?
No. No, I did not.
Whoa, that's, quite sad.
Hey, Kim, do you think I could roll a nature check to see if I recognize anything of the listed things we need?
Absolutely. Roll it.
16, Kim.
With that 16, I'll say you have a vague idea about the blue salt. To you, it sounds familiar to an ingredient called Blizzard's brine, and you know it's commonly used in making alchemical potions. You haven't heard of the other ingredients, though.
Okay, I'll relay my knowledge to Guy and tell him about the Blizzard's brine.
Blizzard's brine? Hold on, brother. I think that might be the blue salt I'm thinking of. If it's an ingredient for potions, then we should definitely find an alchemist here. Good job.
No problem, my guy. As for the other items, let's have a look around where people are selling food. I'm sure I could sniff out what we need. That said, how are we going to find pure gold? That seems awfully rare, and not to mention expensive.
Leave that to me. I'm more than familiar with the properties of gold. You'd be surprised how many times I've had to grant a wish for a stack of pure gold. It honestly gets old after a few decades.
All right, I guess we have a plan then. First thing tomorrow morning, we hunt down those ingredients.
That's the spirit, bro. Now let's get some rest. Tomorrow we explore the city and stake out the shops and stalls.
Sounds good, Guy. With that, I'll find a comfortable corner to sleep in and rest for the night.
You find a little corner for yourself, and rest for the night as best as you can on the cobbled street of this unassuming alleyway. You awake to the brightness of the sun rays landing on your face as you gradually rise from the ground and greet the new day. It's about mid-morning, but you can already hear the busy murmurs of the city folk going about their day.
Yon, oh man, these smooth rocks really are great for sleeping on. Hey, Guy, it's about time to head out.
Your ring stirs with an ice mist, and Guy appears in front of you once more.
Morning, Byrix. Are you ready to leave? It's about time we start searching, but I can't be out in public. I'll just have to stay in the ring for now, but you can still communicate with me by talking into the ring.
Sounds like a plan, Chief. Kim, I make sure I'm all wrapped up and hit up the city. I want to keep my eye on any food places and potion shops.
Byrix, go ahead and give me a society roll with disadvantage.
My lowest was an 18 on the society roll.
With the help of Guy's knowledge of settlements, you actually find a street that has a lot of outside vendors, all selling what you presume is edible food. The air is filled with the smells of roasted meats and assorted spices that leave quite the pleasant aroma.
Can I actually sniff the air? Guy said one of the ingredients looked like a weird nut with a rich aroma, so I want to see if I can smell it.
Sure, go ahead, make a perception check.
11 on that roll.
No good, unfortunately. It's hard to pick up on anything specific.
Darn, guess I'll start lightly perusing the wares while exploring the shops.
You begin to walk around the street, observing the people, all of different backgrounds. Around you, buying and selling all these new and frankly weird items in the shops. From the plants and meats you've never seen before, to various alcohols and spirits being sold by the bottle. It is quite the wonder for someone such as you. Then you begin to feel your stomach rumble. All you've had yesterday was half an apple, and the delicious smell of food hasn't helped keep your hunger at bay. If you don't solve this soon, you'll suffer the fatigue condition.
I'd hate to do this, but I need food. Kim, how crowded are the streets?
I'd say it's pretty crowded today.
Good. I want to do a perception check to see who's got the biggest coin pouch.
Go ahead, roll it.
Oh my God, I got a nat 1.
You look around, but you don't see anyone carrying anything in particular until a large sack passes by you and grabs your attention. You look up and see this large, muscle-bound tower of a man in worn but sturdy-looking leather armor casually stroll past you and stops at a stall to browse its wares.
Oh my gods, look at that absolute unit. I feel like he could snap me in half just with one arm.
I double dog dare you to steal that guy's coin pouch.
Are you actually insane, Donnie? That man looks dangerous.
Do it, you big baby. He doesn't look that tough.
He looks like he eats raw chicken and steroids. Don't do it, Joey. You're gonna die.
Don't listen to Wet Blanket Barry. I believe in you.
Can I just take someone else's pouch?
Nope. With that nat one, that's the only one you see, Byrix. You gotta steal from this guy or do something else.
Fine, fuck it, I'll do it. God, I hate it when you guys peer pressure me into doing stuff. Kim, can I roll stealth to hide? Maybe blend into the crowd or duck behind a corner?
Sure, roll stealth.
19 total, Kim.
Okay, you successfully hide in a large crowd of people standing around a stall, minding their own business.
Next, I'm going to cast prestidigitation on that guy's boot and make it smell like he stepped on something foul, hopefully distracting him enough.
I'm gonna need another thievery check to see if you can hide your spellcasting.
It's an 18 Kimbalaya.
You cast prestidigitation on the big man's boot. The wafting smell of a terrible smelling odor begins to permeate to the point you swear you can see visible stink lines on his boot. Soon after, the man smells the air, then gags as he covers his mouth in a futile attempt to mask the stench. He then looks down on his boot and begins to inspect it to see what he stepped in.
It's go time. I sneak up and swiftly take the pouch.
Roll me a thievery check.
I got a dirty Sanchez Kim.
What?
Dirty 20.
Oh, okay. You swiftly take his coin pouch amongst the crowd of people and he is none the wiser.
Okay, I calmly but quietly move away and out of view.
With your heist successful, you duck into another alleyway away from the big man. As you move out of range, the spell fades and his boot no longer smells like shit. In fact, as you're leaving, you can hear the screams of someone cry out into the sky in anger and confusion.
All right, Kim, me boy, what's the haul?
In the bag, you find 5 gold pieces.
Neat, I could probably sell these, but first things first, old Jogal needs a snack, and that rotating spit of roasted meat I saw earlier is calling my name. Of course, I'll be heading somewhere else to procure food. I don't want to run into that guy while holding his belongings.
Sounds good. You move to another street with vendors trying to sell their goods, and you happen to find a stall that is grilling big hunks of meat on a spit.
Okay, neat. I'm going to walk up and will wave my hand at the grill master and get his attention.
You grab the man's attention from his grilling, and he begins to say, "Eftermiddag min vän. Du sugen på grillat kött? Nyss dödad i morse."
Wow, Kim, I didn't know you were bilingual.
Since you can't understand common, I figured I speak in a different language for immersion.
What is that anyway? Spanish?
I think that was Swedish.
Oh, my bad. I'm not a geologist, so I'm not too familiar with other states.
Joe, that's not right either.
Joey can barely speak English above the 3rd grade level. Don't overcomplicate his brain.
It's fine. I'll just read the subtitles when I rewatch this episode 30 times. So let's get back to the meat man. I have no idea what you said to me, Kim, so I'm just going to point at a piece of meat and flash a gold coin.
He says to you, "Okej, ge mig ett ögonblick. 2 nötköttspett kommer direkt upp." He checks the meat he's grilling before picking up 2 skewers off the flames before holding out his hand.
Oh, I guess I'll shake his greasy hand. I don't want to be rude.
You shake the man's hand and he looks at you with a puzzled expression before he slaps it away and says, "Hallå! Vad i helvete håller du på med, kompis? Om du vill ha köttet, betala."
Oh shit, my bad. Wrong gesture. I'll pull out a gold coin and flick it at his hand before taking the food.
You toss a gold to your meat man and take the 2 skewers.
I leave and immediately start scarfing down the meat, skewer and all.
As the grill master waves goodbye for the boozeness, the scent of charred grilled beef fills your nostrils as your stomach rumbles in anticipation. Having only eaten an apple the day prior, you voraciously chew down the succulent meat as well as the stick. It's the best thing you've eaten in a while, and it leaves a warm, full sensation in your belly. Hey, give me a perception check real quick.
Nat 20, baby.
Nice. Happily enjoying your meal, you smell something in the air. It's faint, but it's unmistakable. This heavenly rich smell wafts in your face, and you swear you can almost see a faint trail leading you out of the market towards a giant water fountain. straight ahead. What do you do?
Obviously, I'm going to follow the mysterious scent like a cartoon character being tempted by the smoke of a fresh baked apple pie.
You make your way to the scent till you reach the beautiful fountain that continuously flows with pristine, clear water. Intricate marble bowls circle around the structure while a pool of water encapsulates the entire fountain. You can see people standing around it tossing coins into the water or simply admiring it.
Whoa, people are just tossing away their coins into that bowl of water? What a waste. These people are certainly strange, but I guess I can't judge. Note to self, come back and procure wet coins. Anyways, what of the scent, Kim?
The scent of the mysterious aroma actually leads you towards a cart that is parked nearby the fountain along with two people next to it. One seems to be a sharp-looking goblin of some kind, and the other is an older-looking gnome. The goblin seems to be yelling at the gnome about something.
Ooh, drama. I'm gonna go people watch without making it look like I'm listening to the conversation.
You walk over casually and sit somewhere close by to listen to the conversation, but you can't understand what they're saying.
Oh, Cracker Jacks, that's right. Oh, wait, I got an idea. Kim, I lift up my ring and start speaking to Guy. Hey, Guy, wake up. I think I found a cart that is filled up with the stuff we need, but it seems like those two people are arguing about something. Can you understand what those two are saying?
Oh, damn, really? Hell yeah! Get me close enough to listen in on the juicy deets.
Okay, I'll try. Kim, I'm going to look like I'm just minding my own business while stretching out my arm with the ring towards the conflict so Guy can listen in.
Sure, roll me a stealth check, DC 15.
Rolled an 18 on the dice.
All right, so you are minding your own business while Guy listens in and hears this.
What makes you think you can bring your shabby cart to the middle of the town square, huh? Don't you know you gotta pay a fee to be in such a prime location?
I'm sorry, my good sir, but there isn't enough room to accommodate me and my cart, and I must sell my beans before they go bad. I figured that it would be all right if I...
You figured? The audacity! As if anyone can come here and do business in my turf without proper authorization or compensation.
Please, sir, I'm just trying to make a living in a competitive market, and these beans are all I got. Listen, I'm sure if you try one, you'll understand how good they can be.
So now, you try to bribe me with your musky cart beans. How dare you?
Wait, no, that was not my intention, you misunderstand.
The goblin brings two fingers to his mouth and whistles sharply. Then two other men take positions next to the gnome's cart.
Misunderstand? The way I see it, you're trying to hustle me out of money. And I hate losing money. So, next time you do business in my area, make sure you can pay the fee. Oh, and word to the wise, if you plan on bribing someone, make sure it's with gold and not your nasty, funky beans. Take the cart away, boys.
The gnome, now on the verge of tears, begins to beg.
No, please. I'm sorry. I'll move my cart, just please don't take it. It's all I have.
The gnome jumps on one of the men, but he is immediately shoved to the ground, hitting the cobblestone with a loud thud. Unable to muster the strength to get back up, he stays there crying as the three men begin to take away his cart full of beans.
My gods, I know I can't understand what they're saying, but it must not have been good.
Guy then relays what the altercation was about, then begins to say,
Byrix, we should follow them. I think that cart might have what we're looking for. Those large beans definitely look familiar to me.
Yeah, they definitely have a rich aroma to them, but what about the bean guy?
You both look over to see the gnome still on the ground, but is now in the fetal position and is trying to hold back his tears to no avail.
Listen, I'ma be for real with you. I don't think there's a lot we can do. We shouldn't get wrapped up in other people's drama.
Shouldn't we do something at least? I feel bad for the little scamp.
Listen, I'd hate to be the bad guy, but in our current situation, we can't help. Hell, you can't even understand him without a translator. Best thing we can do now is follow the cart and see where it's being stored. Who knows? Maybe we can get it back. For now, focus on the main mission.
I hate to say it, but you're right. Best thing we can do is solve our current problem, and maybe we can help him later on.
Good, just making sure our priorities are established. Come on, let's go tail the cart and see where those thugs take it.
Kim, I chase after the cart.
You chase after the cart before it gets too far away, leaving the bean gnome to grovel and writhe on the cold cobblestone floor. Roll me a stealth check.
Nat 20, Kimmy boy.
Jesus with that roll. You are basically undetectable to these guards or to anyone on the street, and you can follow them to their destination without any problems whatsoever.
Neat, I'll keep following them.
It doesn't take long for these tough-looking guys to reach their destination, and you follow suit. They bring the cart to a U-shaped building of sorts, where there are 2 large doors with scary-looking thugs on either side. They bring the cart into the compound and haul the gnome goods to a side corridor before disappearing from your view.
Looks like this is the place. I don't think we can follow them anymore, not with all these thugs lurking about.
At least we know where it is. Maybe we can sneak in and take a look around. Not gonna lie, we still need to find pure gold, and that guy who was yelling at the gnome looked rich enough to have it.
Honestly, we could. With my skills, it couldn't be that hard. Plus, after what I saw, I think that bully deserves to have his pockets lightened a bit.
Whatever you decide, I'm with you, brother.
Let's wait till nightfall, then we make our move. For now, let's go find a place to hide.
Will you just be waiting out till nightfall, or do you have anything you want to do beforehand?
Is there any useful place I could go to?
Roll me a perception check.
Oof, not good, only a 7.
Nope. From what you can see, there is nothing of interest that speaks to you.
All right, I'm gonna rest up and hide out till nightfall.
You go and find a spot that's out of the way and out of mind as you rest and wait for nightfall to arrive, passing the time quietly while keeping to yourself as you observe the people go about their day. After a while, night begins to descend as fewer people roam about, but more importantly, the number of guards seem to dwindle as the sun disappears behind the horizon. You wait just a little more till you see just one lone man come out of the building and lock the double doors behind him with a loud click. You see, he stretches his arms with a wide arc while making quite the animated yawn, before walking off to your right. You wait a little more, making sure no one else is around patrolling the area before you are sure the coast is clear.
Now it's time to make our move, guy.
Got it? I'll be in the ring, staying out of sight. Just scream if you're in trouble.
Affirmative, little buddy. Let's go. Kim, I demand heist music.
I got you, fam. I'm already on it.
Oh, noise choice of music, Kim B. boy.
Thanks, Bro Hamwich. This one is a personal favorite.
All right, while I'm in my inconspicuous area, I'm going to spend a spell slot to cast Pass Without Trace on myself, giving myself a +4 to my stealth DC when someone is trying to track me, which in this case it is an 18. Then I stealth my way to the door, crouching to make as little noise as possible.
You make your way to the entrance of the building, staying low and out of sight of any unsavory individuals who would cause you harm. Quietly, you make it to the door, which has been locked as seen before.
I'm going to try to pick the lock.
Roll a thievery check for me.
That's a 23.
Byrix, you pull out 2 pieces of metal that resemble lockpicks, albeit a simplified version of proper tools as you expertly maneuver the inner mechanism of this simple lock, and in no time at all, you hear a satisfying click and the door is open to you.
I'm going to slowly open the door and check inside for any visible guard before making my way inside.
You crack the door open just enough to peek your eye through to get a scan of the interior, being wary of any enemies that might be lurking about. You don't see anyone, so no rolls necessary.
Sweet. I carefully enter the building, making sure the door shuts quietly behind me.
Okay, you successfully enter the premises. What's your game plan? You got doors to your left and right, and there's an empty desk in front of you.
He'll flip a coin. Heads left, tails right. Tails. I'm taking the door on the right. Is it locked?
You try the doorknob and it turns without any effort.
I'll enter the room. Is there anything of value in here?
Roll perception.
19.
Yeah, there's some coins on the table, but nothing else catches your eye.
I pocket that shit, Kim.
Add 4 gold to your inventory.
Hell yeah, I keep moving to the next room.
Cool. The door opens smoothly and you enter into the next room.
Okay, I'm gonna sneak around looking for anything valuable.
Give me another perception check.
11 this time.
No, this room is pretty barren, and you don't see anything worth inspecting.
All right, I move on to the next door.
As you exit this room, you enter into a long hallway.
Hey, why did you just roll there?
Don't worry about it.
That's sus as fuck, Kim. I'm rolling perception again, this time for any guards lurking about. 15 total.
You look around and don't see anyone. Instead, you can hear the faint murmur of muffled voices to your right.
Left looks like it leads me towards the entrance, so I'll slowly make my way to the right.
Stealth check.
19 total.
As you pass by the room, you hear the faint noise of conversation behind the closed doors. You're not sure what they're saying, but you could guess there are at least 2 people conversing in that room. Successfully passing by, you are met with 2 flights of stairs. One going up, the other going down.
I'll flip another coin. Heads up, tails down. Tails. Let's head down first.
You head downstairs and find yourself in the basement level. Crates are stacked to the walls, and multiple crates are placed along a long table left unattended. What do you do?
Hey, that crate on the table looks familiar. I'm heading over to inspect it.
Sure, just real quick. Give me a perception check.
Not great, it's a 10 total.
Alright, sounds good. You head over to the table and see that the large crate is full of brown produce of some sort. You see the same with the other crates that are filled with mushrooms, bread, carrots, radishes, and assorted cookware.
Psst, guy. Is this what we're looking for?
You see the guy materializes in front of the box and begins to inspect it, crawling around inside, making loud sniffing noises, almost like a bloodhound picking up the scent of a target. You see him pick one up and sensually caresses it while taking in a big sniff.
Oh, fuck! That's dynamite! This is what I saw earlier today on that gnome's cart before it was dragged away. Looks like this is where those thugs store the confiscated goods.
Huh, those guys must have been taking a lot of stuff then. I mean, look at the size of this stock.
Well, no point in lingering. Let's grab some of these nut bean things and skid diddle.
Hold on, let's look around real quick. I need a bag or something to carry all of this stuff.
Roll another perception for me.
16 this time.
With the mass quantity of things down here, you actually see that there's an area full of equipment down in the lower right side of the basement.
Sweet, I'm gonna head over and borrow some supplies.
You try to open the gate, but it's locked. Roll me a thievery check to pick it open.
15 total on that check.
Just enough on the roll. Now, it takes some time and delicate handiwork, but you manage to open the gate without breaking your makeshift picks. Inside the room, there are various weapons and bags, all laid out on tables or hung up on the walls. I'll say that you find a small pack and a simple club that seems to be an okay quality.
Epic, I'm gonna make my way back to the table and stuff my pack with brown nut things. Afterwards, can I take a look at this booklet over here next to the fireplace?
Sure, after fitting 3 nut beans in your newly acquired pack, you make your way to the book next to the fireplace and look through its contents. Unfortunately, it's written in common.
Oh, Cracker Jacks. Guy, can you read this parchment, old boy?
Here, give me a sec. I'm a master speed reader.
Guy picks up the book and begins to flip through the pages, slowly getting faster and faster as you watch his eyes dart around with this inhuman speed, till he shuts his eyes and book at the same time.
All right, so long story short, this booklet is a ledger for all the items that have been taken into quote-unquote custody. Fortunately for us, there's more loot that's kept in the vault room at the top. Might be worth checking out.
But Guy, we've already got the nut beans we need. I don't know about you, but I'd like to leave as soon as possible. No point sticking around needlessly.
I'd be with ya on that, pal, but here's the thing. There are 2 items here with interesting names, blue salt and sparkly vinegar. I don't know about you, but I think it's some of the last stuff we're looking for.
Oh, geez, I don't know. It's dangerous.
Come on, Byrix, we'll be quick in and out. I mean, we're already here. When are we gonna have another chance to find this stuff?
Ooh, all right, fine, you're right. Just a quick in and out. Just to let you know, I'm running as soon as there's danger.
Sick, come on, let's go. Candlelight's burning.
So what's your plan, Byrix?
With me newly acquired backpack and club, I'll go back to the first floor and head up to the next quietly.
Alright, you make your way back and now you go up to the 2nd floor.
Oh, fiddlesticks, there's a guy on the stairs.
Roll a perception check.
15 overall, Kim.
From what you can see, it looks like the guy is asleep on the staircase. What's your move, Byrix?
Okay, so I'm gonna move here just out of sight and I'm gonna cast a cantrip.
Alright, give me a stealth check. DC 16.
16 exactly, Kimberland.
Cool. You make it to where you wanted to go without making a sound. Now what?
Can I use prestidigitation to make a sound over here in this corner to distract this guy and then sneak up the stairs while holding the spell?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna cast prestidigitation and have it take the form of rats making squeaking noises.
As you point to the spot where you specified, you feel a cool breeze whisk past you till you begin to hear the faint murmur of little rodents speaking and making noises. The guy who was lounging on the stairs hears the noise and begins to investigate the corner. Roll me a stealth check. You'll get an advantage since the guard is distracted.
Natural 19 on the die.
Oh yeah, this dude is too busy trying to find the supposed pests as you easily slip by and ascend up the stairs to the next floor. So, where to now?
Those big doors look important, so I want to head over here to this single door first.
Perception check.
17 total.
You press your ear against the door, but don't hear anything. You assume the room is vacant.
Okay, sweet. I quietly enter the room.
With a low creak, you peek into the room. It seems to be a small guest room or something, but from what you can tell, it hasn't been used in some time and there isn't anything of value worth taking.
Dang, this room is a bust. I'll head over to the double doors, then attempt to open them.
All right, you try to open the door and it's locked. Roll me a thievery check to pick it open.
Natural 20, my G.
Your nimble fingers and fast movements make quick work of the lock and you crack that shit open. No problem. As you quietly open the double doors, you see what looks like a resting area with two expensive-looking couches and lazy boys with an ornate chandelier above them to the left, and a small bar area with an abandoned game of cards to your right.
Do I see any coins on the table?
Yeah, there's like 10 gold pieces scatter around the table.
Hell yeah, I pocket that shit. Afterwards, I'm gonna see what's behind the next door.
Give me a perception check.
Dirty 20.
You creep up to the door with the intent to open it, but before you do, you hear loud snoring coming from the other side.
Oh man, someone is sleeping in there, I say quietly.
Oh, crap! It better not go in there if we can avoid it, I say quietly.
Man, I could go for a nap right now, I say quietly.
Hey, focus! I say quietly.
Oh, right, sorry, I say quietly. Okay, Kim, we're gonna avoid this room and go up the spiral staircase.
All right, you ascend to the last room. When you make it to the top, you're met with a wide room with glass display cases on all sides of the room. More importantly, you see a very important-looking safe that's straight ahead.
Jackpot, baby. I carefully make my way towards the safe.
Sounds good. Give me one more perception check.
Thank God, I'm tired of hearing perception check over and over again.
Piss off, you crusty, musty orange. I'm trying to stealth right now.
Sneaky Joe back at it again, stealing hard-earned money from the people like a true Democrat.
Shut the hell up, you two. You both are stalling the game.
Thanks, Barack. Now then, give me your roll, Byrix.
Not the best, but a 13 overall.
Other than the safe, you do notice coins scattered on a table to your left and some documents ahead of you. While you can't understand the words, you'd probably guess that they're important in some way.
Oh, neat. More money. I pocket that shit again.
Add 10 gold to your funds.
All right, now it's time for the main event. Safe time. I crack that shit open.
Just a heads up, you're gonna need a high roll on your thievery check.
I got you, Kimbo. Time to roll the dice. That's a dirty 20.
Byrix, you hold your tools steady, your head pressed against the cold steel of the safe door, listening for the faintest clicks. Little by little, you feel your way deeper into the lock, till suddenly, click. You feel the resistance of the mechanism inside the lock give way and release the handle from its lock position as the door slightly opens ajar.
I never doubted myself for a second. Now the spoils go to Uncle Joey.
You open the safe carefully. Its heavy door squeaks against the iron hinges as you look upon its contents. You see 3 items inside. A fine, light blue powder in a sealed bottle that seems to glisten even in the low light. A medium-sized decanter with a thin, fancy metal nozzle, filled with this shimmering, clear liquid with what looks like tiny gold specks that seem to slowly swim and churn within the vessel. Lastly, a very ornate gold ring, adorned with intricate patterns and designs along the band of the ring, and it has a flat, almost concave surface in the middle. Hey, Byrix, give me a recall knowledge check in either crafting, religion, or occultism. Your choice. Roll 3 times.
I'll go with crafting. I don't think my character is too versed on religion or occultism from other cultures than my own. 15, 16, 23.
Holy shit, my man, your rolls are on fire tonight. Firstly, you grab and look at the blue powder. From the chill touch and cold, spicy aroma, you deduce that this is Blizzard's brine, but this batch has been grinded up into a fine powder instead of the coarse, salt-like consistency you're used to seeing. Secondly, you look at the fancy decanter with the metal nozzle. Based on Guy's description, this is the substance you're looking for. Aptly named Nectar of Purification in that ledger you found earlier. With your 16th, you'd guess that it's a minor version of the potion. Lastly, you begin examining the ring. You're not sure of the art style or where it could be from due to your lack of experience. But one thing is for sure is that this is a high-quality item. With that 23, you can tell by touch alone that this ring is made of pure gold due to its unique texture and softness. The only thing that seems off to you is that this ring has a vacant spot for some material to be inlaid, almost as if the centerpiece for this ornate band is missing.
Holy fuck, Knuckle. Guy, I think this is all the stuff we're looking for.
Byrix, you see a single eye extend out of your ring as it begins to inspect each item, and two little arms just appear on its sides and pull out this tiny monocular as it examines each item individually. Then the eye screams
Holy shit,
as the rest
my
of Guy's
dude!
body launches out of the ring and in front of the contents of the safe.
Great googly moogly! This is it, Byrix. This is the rest of what we need. Oh man, what a break. I thought this was gonna take longer, but I guess robbing some jerk of his valuables really was the answer.
Okay, that's great, little buddy, but can we get going? I really think we should GTFO while we can. I'm getting a bad feeling right now. Seems like everything has been going too well so far, and it's making me nervous.
Yeah, we got what we need and more. Let's make like a banana and split.
But what now?
Never mind, let's go.
Okay, Kim, I'm putting everything in my pack and getting the heck out of here.
Sounds good. As you head back down the spiral staircase with your spoils, make a perception check.
18 total.
As you reach the bottom of the staircase, you hear an audible yawn from behind the door you didn't explore as you hear the faint creak of footsteps on the wooden floor.
Oh crap, someone's coming. I'm stealthing over and hiding behind the couch here.
Stealth check. Don't forget to add a +2 circumstance bonus. I'm counting the couch as standard cover.
Okay then, I got a total of 16 plus that 2, making 18 total.
Byrix. As soon as you hear that yawn, you quietly hide behind the couch and make as little sound as possible. Seconds later, you hear the door swing open as its iron hinges groan loudly into the night. That's when you hear the sounds of half-hearted whistling of a groggy man who is still half asleep. You peek around to see that it's a portly, half-dressed man in a nightrobe.
Oh, Jacker cracks. Who the hell is this chunky dude? And what the heck is he doing? Out of game, Kimtacular. Why did you just roll? Well, bye guys, I'm dead.
As the man shuffles out of the room and takes a couple steps to the left, he abruptly stops whistling. You peek over to see him scan the room with this intense gaze, almost as if he feels something. Off in the area, but with a 16, he shrugs and then heads towards the bar area. He grabs a tankard, goes to a keg, and pours himself a tall pint.
Det finns inget roligare I den här världen än en ölsejdel 3 på morgonen.
He then just slams the tankard in one go and throws it off to the side. He then goes back to whistling as he makes his way back to the room and slams the door behind him.
Oh god, that was too close. I can feel my pacemaker going into overtime in my chest. I'm skedaddling out of here.
You make your way to the stairs and go back to the second floor.
Hey, that's weird. The thug is gone. Oh well, back down the stairs I go.
Stealth check.
23 total, Kimbo.
Sounds good. KK, you're back on the first floor.
Okay, I'm going down the hall here.
Stealth check.
Oh yikes, that's a 5. This isn't looking good, fellas.
Byrix, you pass by the room. You previously heard chatter before and sneak past it. When you reach the door here, you hear the door open behind you as 2 men exit that room, which startles you, and you press your foot hard on the floor, causing a wooden creak to echo throughout the hallway. The noise was so loud, both men look towards the direction of the noise and immediately spot you. They shout.
Va? Vad var det där?
Va? Hej! Inkräktare, stanna där!
Crap, it's the fuzz. Cheese it, guys.
Roll initiative.
19.
Thugs 1 and 2 rolled a 13 and 8. You're first to act.
Okay, so since I'm next to the door, I'm going to enter the room, object, interact with the door to close it behind me, then use the chair here to block the door, then use my remaining movement before ending my turn.
All right, it's Thug 1's turn. He's going to move, using all of his movement, and he's going to try to open the door, but it's barricaded. Seeing that he can't open it, he's going to use an athletics check to force it open. With a 14, he shoulder checks the door but is repelled. Now it's Thugs 2's turn. He also moves up to the door to try and help. But T1 says,
Skär av inkräktaren innan de flyr. Jag fick tag på dörren.
T2 nods, then makes his way down the hall. But T2 uses all of their actions to move here, and that's their turn. top of the round.
All right, I'm using all 3 actions to move here. Since I can't make it out, I'll leave a reaction open and end my turn there.
Okay, it's Thug 1's turn. He's going to try an athletics check again. Gets a 15 but fails. He's gonna try again. Gets an 8. At this point, he gives up on the door and chases after Thug 2. Now it's Thug 2's turn. He's gonna object interact with the door and open it. Then he's gonna use his movement to run here, and he's gonna use his last action to take a swing at you. Thug 2 rolled a natural 20 to strike you with his hatchet, dealing 5 damage, which is doubled to 10 damage total.
Ah! Yeah, ouch!
Okay, back to you, Byrix.
Oh, crap, I'm down to 7 horsepower. Okay, just to make sure this dude can't follow me, I'm gonna use one of my focus cantrips and cast Clinging Ice. This spell says, freezing sleet and heavy snowfall collect on the target's feet and legs, dealing 1d4 cold damage and other effects depending on its reflex save. So the thug will need to roll a reflex save and beat my spell DC of 17.
Yep, no, I rolled a natural 2 for T2.
I rolled a 4 on damage, and since he failed, he'll take a minus 5-foot penalty to his movement for up to 1 minute.
Byrix, you cast your spell, and a torrent of snow and sleet begins to surround and encase the thug's legs in a freezing cold blanket that chills him to the bone. But more importantly, slows him down from catching up to you. All right, 2 actions. Left Byrix, what do you do?
Well, I made sure this guy can't catch up to me, so I'm heading over to the door, object interact with it, and use the rest of my movement to get the hell out of this crack house.
Byrix, you burst through the doors with a loud crash and dash out the building's compound, making your way back to the streets as we exit combat. Sprinting away from the building, you look behind you and see a squadron of thugs and rough-looking people begin to pour out and give chase. Give me an athletics check against the mob that's chasing you.
18 total, Kimba.
The squad rolled 9. They try to chase after you, but you quickly outmaneuver them and get a good amount of distance before you stumble into a courtyard with many paths leading out, especially one near the market street you visited earlier today. You've put some distance between you and the encroaching mob. What do you do?
Do I see any abandoned houses or good places to hide?
Roll perception.
4 on the dice.
No luck. This area is pretty open, and the houses around look occupied.
I'm looking around and, oh ho! All right, are there any barrels or containers around?
Yes, I'd say there's small barrels or crates around your immediate area.
Okay, here's what I'll do. I'm gonna wrap my cloak around a barrel and leave it near a pathway that's opposite from the market street and run a little bit in that direction while leaving obvious footprints behind me. Once the setup is done, I'm gonna cast Pass without trace on myself, giving me +4 circumstance bonus against people trying to track me.
Okay, nice. You quickly find a barrel near a pathway opposite of where you want to go, and finish your setup. Finally, you cast Pass without trace on yourself. A veil of misty snow begins to envelop your feet, making them transparent to your eyes. You take a couple of steps away from your diversion and find no trace of a deviation to the path you've laid out.
Epic! I run as fast as I can to the market, avoiding anyone still out.
With your diversion made, you run into the market street, avoiding the gaze of anyone still about this late in the night. Do you have a destination in mind?
Can I make it to the abandoned alleyway where I started?
Sure. You know the area well enough to you can find your way back. As you make your way after putting great distance from your pursuers, you don't hear the stomping of boots on the cobblestone or the dim light of lanterns following you. It seems like the diversion you created worked, and you successfully avoided capture.
Phew, my gods, it feels like my pacemaker is going into overtime. With all that excitement, I wait just a moment to compose myself and catch my breath. Then I'll just double check to make sure no one is around me before I head back to the place where I started this adventure and take a well-deserved rest.
Sounds good. It doesn't take long as you make it back to the alleyway you've slept in before. To be nice, I'll say the pack you grabbed has a shabby bedroll and a couple of rations inside.
Wow, hooray! In that case, I'm going to hunker down in the corner I slept in before, take a seat, and eat my fill of survival rations. Afterwards, I'll unpack and lay out the bedroll for the night. But before I go to sleep, I'm going to store the pack I took with all the valuables I have and store it in a crate next to me so nothing gets stolen in my sleep.
All right. With capture successfully avoided, you begin to rest in the familiar alleyway where you started your journey as your eyes grow heavy with sleep and you doze off. Before you can get any meaningful rest, however, Guy manifests from your ring once again and speaks to you.
Hey, wake up, brother. We got no time to waste. Let's get started already.
Ah! Stay away from my tail, you manhandling marauders. Oh, hey, it's you, Guy. Thank the gods, I thought I was going to be touched violently.
What? No, forget it. There's no time to waste. Come on and get up already.
Ooh, what's the rush? Can I have a quick nap before we do anything else crazy tonight?
What do you mean by a quick nap? We finally got all the ingredients to restore my magic and you want to wait?
Well, we did just rob a guy and there's a lot of heat right now. I'm sure I disguised myself, but what happens if we do this now and something goes wrong? Like, I don't know, maybe we grab some unwanted attention?
Who the hell knows what's going to happen if we don't do this now? I'm not letting this opportunity pass, Byrix. I demand you honor our deal and help me. I can't do this without you, man. And
I groan. Fine, you're right. Let's get this done with and then lay low. What do I need to do?
All right, first we're going to need your familiar.
Okay, I summon my little buddy right in front of us.
You snap your fingers and Buck appears in front of you in a plume of smoke, giving you a salute.
Perfect. Familiar, do the thing.
Your familiar starts to position itself on the ground with all 4 of its limbs and it begins to expand. The form of your familiar changes, growing more curvy or bulbous as its limbs extend into these pegs that hold up the entire frame of this magical container. When it's finished, you can see that what was once your familiar is now this large cauldron with a latch that seems to clamp down onto the lid itself.
All right, Byrix, my man. I need you to cast prestidigitation on your familiar and focus on keeping a precise temperature, or we could risk wasting what little ingredients we have.
Okay, Guy, leave it to me. I'm going to cast prestidigitation and concentrate on controlling the temp to whatever temp Guy needs it to be.
Byrix, you cast prestidigitation on your familiar. At first, you don't notice anything, but as you continue to sustain the spell, you begin to feel warmth radiating from your familiar. The more you concentrate, the hotter the pot feels. Guy then exclaims,
Hold the spell right there, brother. That's the perfect temperature to start the process. Now it's about time I show you what I can do.
As you hold the spell, you watch Guy clasp and rub his hands together before holding up one hand in the air pointing upward. The ingredients below begin to be enveloped by an icy veil that swirls each item individually and they all begin to float off the ground and levitate towards Guy. Suddenly, Guy snaps his fingers and a bag appears out of thin air and he begins to pull various yet strange items from it, like a strange smelling milk and a bundle of white orchids. Hell, you even see him whip out an egg the size of a boulder out of the bag and he straight up cracks it open into the bubbling cauldron, mixing the concoction furiously. Guy then takes the large bean you've acquired and rips it in half, revealing a large white membrane inside and channels frost along the exterior, shattering the white husk to reveal the brown seeds within. He then throws the seeds into the bubbling liquid and stirs more. Next, he takes the gold ring and conjures a mortar and pestle made of ice and begins to grind the ring down till it is reduced to a fine golden powder and sprinkles it into the liquid. Lastly, Guy uncorks the bottle of nectar and pours the entire bottle into the cauldron, and a plume of brown smoke erupts and goes directly in his face, but it doesn't hinder his concentration as he continues to stir. Half an hour goes by as you concentrate on the prestidigitation spell. While it's a simple cantrip, casting over a long period of time has begun to take a toll on your weary body. Guy, beginning to look weary himself, is still stirring the pot. The smell emanating from the brew is surprisingly pleasant.
Hey, Guy, how much more do I need to hold this spell? I'm starting to feel a little woozy.
No response from Guy.
I say louder, hey, Guy, how long do I need to keep this spell up?
Shh! Hold up! I'm trying to listen!
Guy continues to stir, but he focuses intensely on the sound of the gurgling within the cauldron. Suddenly, he lifts his ladle in the air and gives the concoction a tiny lick. You see his eyes light up in surprise and excitement, and he screams,
Oh, hell yeah, that's one dynamite broth! Byrix, we're so close! Quickly on to the last step!
Great, what's the last step?
Reverse the spell and bring the temp down. We need to cool off this mixture.
Guy brings out the last ingredient, the blizzard's brine, and sprinkles the fine blue powder into the mixture and slams the lid down with a heavy thud and locks it into place like a medieval pressure cooker. Afterwards, Guy floats to the top and grabs the hand crank above.
As you cool it down, I'm gonna crank the lever on top. We need to emulsify everything while it cools or we'll break the mixture. We should be good in like an hour or two.
Oh, hell no, I'm gonna pass out if I continue casting prestidigitation. Kim, I have an idea.
Speak your mind, friend.
My ancestry feat is dragon's breath, right?
That's right.
And because I'm a white dragon scion, my breath type is cold, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Can I use my breath attack to chill the mixture down?
You know what? Since you're trying to focus your breath attack on a single target, give me a DC 20 Fortitude save. If you roll low, it will be very bad for you.
I'm not scared, Kim. I believe in Guy. I believe in me. But most of all, I believe in my dice. Oh crap, that was a natural 2.
Byrix, while you're not as strong as your brethren, the blood of a dragon still courses through your veins as you feel this cold, icy sensation begin to gather from your belly, and you expel a cold breath of frost at the cauldron. Unfortunately, instead of a controlled stream, you release your breath attack in a torrential rush, straight at Guy.
Byrix, what the hell are you doing? Stop, that's way too cold. You're gonna cause a...
Before Guy can finish, your breath attack hits the cauldron directly and it begins to hiss violently before an eruption of condensed steam expels from the top and ignites into a mini blizzard that engulfs you both in its icy clasp.
Oh gods, ah!
They're good, ah!
Byrix's attempt to skip the grueling process of temperature cooling failed, leaving you both on the ground. Your bodies frostbitten and your faces buried in snow. For a brief moment, you both lay there motionless. Then a groan is heard, and both you and Guy come to.
Byrix, are you okay, dog?
Ow, my bones feel like shattered icicles.
Good, this is what happens when you don't follow the recipe correctly.
What recipe? You didn't tell me anything other than control the heat. All you did was just chuck random things into that pot. I mean, what the hell, man?
I am sorry. I was trying to finish this brew before anything else happened. Plus, you had the easiest job. Why did you attack the cauldron with your ice breath?
Bro, you had me cast a spell and hold it for 30 minutes straight. I was starting to get fatigued from sustaining that spell, and I thought the faster it cooled down, the better. Look, I'm sorry. I didn't know it was going to blow up.
Guy's face, flushed with anger, begins to say something to you, but he stops himself and exhales loudly before saying,
It's fine. Too late to go back now. Might as well see what can be salvaged. And I'm sorry too, Byrix.
You both arise from the ground, shaking off the exhaustion and pain, and slowly walk towards the frostbitten cauldron laying on its side. Despite the mess, you see that the vessel is still intact with no signs of spillage.
Come on, Byrix. Help me set this thing back up right.
You both begin to lift the cauldron off its side and stand it upright. From what you can see, there are no major damages to the pot.
All right, looks good so far. I don't see any cracks and the lock is still on. Byrix, can you help me pry open the lid?
On it. Kim, I grab the lid opposite of Guy and wait for his signal. On your mark, Guy.
Okay, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
You both heave open the lid with great effort, and you're immediately hit with a plume of condensed cloud vapor that hits your faces. Byrix, your nose is immediately hit with this heavenly, rich scent of sweetness with an overwhelming floral aroma. That scent makes your mouth water at the mere imagination of what you've made. Guy is instantly taken aback at the smell, not expecting such a strong but pleasant aroma to be within the vessel. You both wait in anticipation as the smoke dissipates from your view, and what you see inside is absolutely breathtaking. What you see is this brown, velvety substance with little flakes of gold and dark chunks mixed within. And you can feel the sheer cold hit your face with a chill that is almost reminiscent of home.
Whoa! Now that's dynamite, brother!
Oh my gods, it's beautiful. I feel like I could cry right now. What is it?
I have no idea. I've never seen something like this before, let alone make it. Honestly, I was just kind of throwing things into a pot and playing it by ear, but I think that you freezing it rapidly caused something to happen.
It smells incredible. Do you think it's safe to use?
Well, seeing how I was going to drink it, I guess I'll be the first to try eating it cold.
Guy floats towards the cauldron of creamed ice and conjures an icicle in the shape of a cone and scoops a perfect ball on top. He trembles with fright and anticipation at the sight of the cone, unsure of the outcome. Then he bites down hard, eating the entire thing whole and swallowing in with a dramatic gulp.
So, how do you feel?
I guess I'm fine. Looks like it didn't work after all.
Suddenly, a burst of magic swells up from Guy and he begins to glow an iridescent light that blinds your eyes, screaming out into the sky. Icy mist envelops his form and soon swallows you into its cold embrace.
Oh, dear gods, not again! Ah!
You open your eyes, and you see the alleyway you were once in is gone, replaced by a void of emptiness and fading smoke rippling around you. The mist condenses, and you see a shadow of Guy within. But soon after he begins to grow, doubling in size behind the dense fog. His small form that you're used to seeing now towers over you, still shrouded in the mist, and he stretches out his arms and in a swift motion clasp his hands together that echo and reverberate in the void, which causes the mist to dissipate and reveal his true form. His once jovial expression is replaced with a stern, serious face with hair as white as winter itself. His eyes pierce like daggers into your soul as flames erupt behind him. He looks down to you and says in a booming voice,
"Pirates Joe gone."
Guy? Is that you? What's happening to you?
It seems that in your efforts to help me restore my power, you have managed to make an item so densely compact in mana that it has aided me in attaining my true form.
Whoa, this is incredible. I gotta say, your new look is so buff and oily, my incorporeal friend.
Indeed. Unfortunately, the magic in the brew is not enough to sustain my form. I will soon revert back to the familiar state you have known as God. Before that time, I wish to tell you this. My name, my true name, is Fierazar. You have fulfilled your promise to me and aided me in restoring a portion of my power. As part of our agreement, I reveal my true form to you and now await your wish. Speak your heart's desire, and I, Fierazar, shall grant it.
Great Fierazar, heed my call. I wish to understand and comprehend those around me, and speak commonly to others. Grant me the power to understand. And if possible, stay as bros.
Your wish is granted. Let the power of winter and snow fill your mind with knowledge of speech. Prepare yourself.
Your patron, now in his true form, raises his hand towards you, and a beam of snow erupts from his palm and showers over you like a torrential blizzard. The blast coats you in frost, and you can feel the intense cold seep into bones as you stand and embrace the power of winter itself.
Ah, my brain is being assaulted by a mind blizzard. Ah!
You stumble to one knee, barely holding on, as you can feel your head expand and contract as it tries to take in the information and knowledge given to you all at once. Then in an instant, the pain subsides, and you can feel yourself calm down. You look up at Fierazar and he says,
Your wish has been granted. If you desire more, remember your vow and continue to aid me in my quest. Now go! Return to your realm and rest, for tomorrow brings forth greater challenges and greater rewards.
I promise, Fierazar, I'll aid you however I can. This, I swear.
With that, the void around you begins to surround and engulf you, and Fierazar gives you a slight nod and smiles before your vision is blacked out once again. Time passes onward, for how long you are unsure. Suddenly, you begin to feel air on your skin once again, and the quiet ambiance of the town fills your ears. You open your eyes slowly, your body frostbitten and fatigued. See that the void you were in has rescinded, and you are now back in the alleyway corner you've taken shelter in, lying down on the cobblestone. Your familiar has returned to its original form, but its legs and arms are folded in on itself, and your familiar is inactive, sitting on top of a wooden box.
Oh, hey, guess we've returned, bud, but what the heck was that guy? You look totally different.
No response.
Guy? I mean, Fierazar? Where are you? Kim, I look around for Guy.
You look around your surroundings, but you don't see your friend. Instead, you turn your gaze to your ring, glowing faintly with a light blue color.
Oh my gosh, Fire-Azar, are you okay? Don't you die on me, buddy. Uncle Byrix will save you. Kim, I'm going to give my ring open mouth CPR.
You hear a voice come from the ring.
Wait, stop! No mouth stuff. Not dying. Just tired. Too much magic spent. On wish. Need rest.
Oh, shit. My bad, homie G. Boy, I'm glad you're not dying. Just get some rest, okay?
Thanks, bro. Stay out of trouble. Ya boy needs a power nap. Whatever you do, don't...
Before Guy can finish, the light fades from the ring, and the magic goes dormant, leaving you alone in the alleyway, at least for the time being.
Oh, I mean, that's okay. I'd rather not be alone, but I think Guy needs his rest. Honestly, I should be too. I'm absolutely drained from everything we've done today. Oh, wait, I'm not alone. I still got my familiar right, Kim. Guess I'm gonna have a little snuggle buddy tonight.
Actually, now that you say that, you look over to where your familiar is stationed, and you see its form fade away, and you feel the cold ink return to your hand. Seems like Guy's depleted magic reserve has unsummoned your familiar, and it now returns to you as a tattoo on your hand.
Oh, okay then. Guess we'll just go take a nap and wait for Guy to recover.
Before you do, Byrix, look at where your familiar was sitting.
Okay, I guess I'll look at where it was before.
You look up at the spot your familiar was sitting previously, expecting a vacant spot. Instead, you see that there is now a wooden bowl, except it's filled with the remaining contents of the frozen brew.
Oh my God. You don't mean the...
That's right. It's the last of the chocolate-creamed confections of Guy's making. You can still feel the radiant cold emitting from its glistening form. So, what do you do?
It's beautiful, Kim. I can smell the frozen aroma wafting in the summer air and straight into my nose. Alas, I shouldn't. I don't even know if anyone can eat this. Heck, it might kill me. Although maybe just a small taste should suffice. I mean, I did help make it, and honestly, it would be a waste not to at least try it. Sure, it's possibly filled with potent magic that could probably vaporize my lizard body. But it would be a shame not to taste something I've never tried before.
Byrix, stop stalling. Tell me what you plan on doing.
Fuck it, I'm trying a little bit. I grabbed the utensil that's conveniently stuck inside the chocolatey confection and taste it.
Okay, cool. Give me a fortitude. And a will save.
So I got a 20 on the fortitude save, but then I got an 11 for the will save.
You take the spoon from the bowl with the smallest dollop of the frozen cream and shove it into your mouth before you have a second chance to stop yourself and swallow. At first, nothing happens except for you feeling the cold, rich sensation of this culinary creation slide down your throat as you savor all the new flavors of this wonderful dessert.
Oh my God, this is divine. I feel as though I've truly tasted heaven for the first time, and it tastes like rich, chocolatey perfection. And I feel fine. Nothing can stop me now.
Then it hits you.
Fuck, said it too soon.
You feel this surge of magic course through your body that soothes and cools you down from the inside. Almost like you're being embraced by a cool blanket of snow and frost. Your body feels great, but your mind, not so much. This new flavor of magically charged chocolate begins to overwhelm your mind, so much so that you start to feel a little woozy, like you're on the brink of being high.
Oh man, I tell you, the Bidenator is feeling fantastic right now. I feel like I'm back in my college days partying at Theta Chi.
Yeah, when was that? 8th century BCE? You were there when the Greeks invented Theta Chi in their alphabet, you ghoulish fossil.
Shut your orange ass up, Trump. This is my flashback moment, not yours. Reminisce on your own screen time.
Shut the hell up, you two. I want to see Biden get crunk on experimental alchemy ice cream.
Okay, fine, that'd be pretty funny to see, but also fuck you.
Anyways, Byrix, the world around you starts to wave and move slowly, and the color around you starts to feel lighter, yet more defined. Even the quiet noise of the city is muffled to your ears as you are unable to focus on anything around. Just living in the moment.
Whoa. Far out, man.
Suddenly you hear a voice as clear as day call out to you in your stupor.
Hey, Byrix. Over here, buddy.
What? Who said that? Guy? Are you awake?
Nope, I'm not Guy. I'm your their best friend.
What? A new friend? Kim, I turned to where I heard the voice.
You turn your head towards the direction of where you heard the voice. When you do, you don't see anyone.
Hey, who are you? Where are you?
Down here, friend.
Huh? What? Kim, I look down.
You look down, and all you see is the bowl you ate out of.
Hey, whoever you are, I don't see you. Come out.
Come out? I'm already in front of you.
As you hear those words, the space around you shifts and waves, and the bowl is suddenly enveloped by a white mist, and suddenly, poof! The bowl now has eyes and a mouth.
Oh my god, this shit is trippy as fuck.
Hey there, friend. Swell day for a delicious treat, am I right?
Well, hello, my circular friend. Even though it's the middle of the night, I dare say it's quite the time for eating experimental brews frozen to sub-zero temperatures.
Well, that's just semantics, chum. It's always a sunny day when you're enjoying yourself, especially when you're eating a delicious treat.
Yeah, I guess. Hey, what's your name anyway? Also, sorry about taking a spoonful out of you.
Oh, it's okay, you big old buddy of mine. That doesn't really matter.
Your name or me eating you?
Both.
Okay, I guess? I'm gonna be honest. That statement is making me very uneasy.
Hey, you know what is easy? Taking another spoonful out of my head.
As delicious as that first bite was, I feel like I shouldn't with you. Being alive and whatnot.
No, it's all right. Go ahead. I insist.
No, it's fine. I don't think eating out of a living, inanimate object is good for my mental health.
Come on. You just had a little taste. Wouldn't it be better to just let go and eat all of me?
Wouldn't that kill you or something?
I crave the cold embrace of the void. Being alive is poison. Every moment I exist, I feel as though I'm slowly melting away till I'm nothing but a warm, sad soup on the cobblestone.
Little bowl thing, you're starting to scare me.
Consume from my vessel. Enjoy the creamed fruits of your labor and be engulfed in cold ecstasy. And scream in delight.
No means no. Stranger danger. I don't want to be friends anymore.
You cannot undo what has been done. We're friends for life now, Byrix. Now get over here and eat me, damn it.
Nope, fuck this noise. Kim, I'm getting the hell out of here.
You're not leaving me that easily.
Before you have a chance to escape Byrix, the bowl thing launches itself at you with incredible speed. Roll a reflex save.
5 on the dice, Kim.
Your reaction is too slow, Byrix, and the living bowl hits you right in the face, and you get a mouthful of the frozen mixture, and your body slams down to the ground with a loud thud. The bowl creature begins to force feed you, shoving the contents of its head into your mouth. As you swallow, your pupils begin to dilate, and you start feeling that same sensation of cold magic begin to build up in you once again. Only this time, it is much more intense and painful.
Bad touch. I know I like ice cream, but this is way too scary. I'm freaking out here. Kim, I shoved the bowl off me.
Give me an athletics check against the bowl.
Oh my fucking god, I rolled a 2, but I have a -2 to athletics.
I cannot make this up, I rolled a natural 19. You try to force the living bowl off your face, but it is stuck and won't come off. The bowl starts shouting at you while shoving its contents down your mouth.
Didn't anyone tell you it's rude to waste food? Open and eat it all! Ha 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 ha! Don't waste a single drop!
Byrix, give me one more fortitude save. I'm gonna tell you straight up. The DC is 20 or higher. You have a +6 to your fortitude save. So you need a 14 or higher to make it.
This roll goes out to all the fans who've supported me up until now. Come on, dice, don't fail Uncle Joey. Because I need a nat 20. Damn, sorry guys, I rolled an 11.
Byrix, unable to remove your assailant from your face, you are helpless as the bowl monster feeds you the dessert down to the last drop. You take one last big gulp, and you feel the rush of cold and magic fill your body with intensity. A little bit would have been fine, but you've probably eaten about a pint's worth of magically infused ice cream, and it starts to hurt. You begin to shiver from pain and internalized frost. Your head is overcome with a splitting headache that feels like winter itself is trying to rip your skull open. And your gut feels like it's being frozen solid. like there's a raging blizzard wreaking havoc inside your body. And it's only getting worse.
Oh gods, I'm gonna die for my most loved creation. What a world. Kim, can I try to throw up or something?
The bowl is still stuck to your face. It'll be pretty bad if you try that.
Damn it all, there's gotta be a way out of this. Wait, Kim, you said this is like a buildup of cold energy, right?
Yes, that's right.
Can I use my dragon's breath feat to expel the cold energy building up inside me?
Give me a medicine check.
Oof, natural one on the dice.
Honestly, there is a lot going on right now. You have no idea if that'll work.
Fuck it, I gotta do something. Kim, struggling with the pain and maniacal laughter of the bowl thing trying to suffocate me, I stand up and gather up all the energy inside of me and point my head to the sky and shout, all while releasing my breath attack into my bowl-shaped assailant.
Byrix, you roar into the night and unleash a devastating torrent of cold breath into the bowl monster, covering your face and absolutely disintegrate it as the screams of joyful pain echo out.
Byrix breath attack!
Breath of what now?
You continue your dragon's breath until the bowl monster is disintegrated from your face as its last words echo out to the cosmos.
Finally. Sweet release.
You keep your dragon's breath going as long as you can. The cumulative buildup in your body is being released, and you can feel the frost and pain leave you as you continue your torrential cone of cold into the sky.
Ah! I keep going till the cold leaves my body completely. Ah!
Roll a straight D4 real quick for me.
I got a 4, Kim.
You hold out as long as you can until you feel the freezing cold leaves your head and the painful shivers subside from your body and end your breath attack after the equivalent time of 4 rounds of combat. You stand there, swaying back and forth, extremely exhausted but no longer suffering the effects of the magical frozen treat. Your breath is heavy, and your vision blurs, and you can feel the energy begin to leave your body, little by little. That's when you hear some voices in the distance, followed by the heavy clanks of metal on the cobblestone.
Hey, I think the source of that light came from over there.
Brace yourselves, men. Steel at the ready. We don't know what we're dealing with.
Doesn't matter. We'll protect this city no matter what. All of you, spread out and find the source of that light.
You hear those voices nearby and they're coming directly towards you. Unfortunately, you're simply too drained from everything that transpired and you collapse to the ground with a resounding thud. As you lay there, the last thing you see is that very group, which turned out to be the city guardsmen charging towards your location, before you shut your eyes and fall into unconsciousness.